final guest today. Scott McCurdy is an administrator with the Crawford Christian Academy, here to talk about your Servathon. Welcome, Scott. Nice to have you today.
Hi, Amanda. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit about Crawford Christian Academy first.
Well, we're a private faith-based school in Meadville, Pennsylvania. We serve over 350 students pre-K through 12th grade. Our mission there is to educate students to serve God and impact the world through biblical thought and action. And the Servathon coming up is just one example of the many things that we do.
So what is the Servathon?
Servathon is first and foremost opportunity to get all these kids I just mentioned, teachers and volunteer parents, out into the community, other nonprofits, community centers, other ministries, and we serve them. It also facilitates a significant fundraiser for our school, as tuition alone doesn't cover all of our operational costs.
Right.
And not to cry the blues on money too much, but education is expensive, and we try to keep costs low for our attending families, and this helps close those gaps.
What's your fundraising goal?
$50,000 this year.
Okay,
Yeah.
and how are you bringing that money in?
Well, the students go back out to their families, friends, communities, and they ask for sponsors for their service on that day. On May 2nd, the whole school goes out, and so what they do is try to get those pledges and commitments, and we also call and make requests for sponsors and raise money behind the scenes too. We're a beneficiary of donors that are bought into what we're doing too, and we're always looking for more.
What are some examples of things that your students are doing to serve the community?
Everything from weeding flower beds to packing food shelves and things like that. And so whether it's Salvation Army, food bank, could be Center for Family Services, depending on weather, indoor, outdoor, age appropriate. So the older the kiddos tends to be more perhaps manual labor, technical things. Younger kiddos, maybe basic cleaning and things at these places.
So do folks come to your students and say, I could really use this, or do the students go out and say, how can I help you?
A little bit of both. So this is 14th or 15th year of this particular event, and so our development director, Jenna Amy, she gets in touch with all the places and organizations, and a lot of times they're, yep, we've been counting on you for coming this year. We've got X, Y, and Z for you to do. So that history of partnerships, and we try to continue that.
Yeah. So. Also importantly, you've got a couple spring open houses to talk about where folks can come in and see more of what you're about.
Yep, and we're enrollment's growing, and we anticipate more into next year. We encourage people to come check it out. So April 10th, I think, is the date for our Calvary campus, which services preschool through second grade, and April 15th at our Vernon campus, which is grades 3 through 12.
Okay, so you've got the two different schools. I wasn't sure if you were all in one school building. Too big, which is a good problem.
It's a good problem. It's been a stressful handful of years, but our families and our staff have been really good with all that transition. So it started at Calvary Baptist Church as an extension of their ministry there, and now it's its own self-governed organization that outgrew that facility, and so we're invested in another property, and we hope to be all there someday soon.
And if folks watching this don't necessarily have kids that would be enrolling in school or are enrolled, how can they reach out to you if they would like to help in some other way?
Call us, email, text, anything.
Right?
We're very relational in what we do. We're connected with over 50 different churches in our area, and so somebody knows somebody who's connected to Crawford Christian Academy, and we're always looking for good help, whether it's helping in our library, lunch duty types things, cleaning, and so we're the product of many generous donors, but also volunteers.
Volunteers.
So
it takes everybody to make it work.
Yep.
Yes.
We find out what you're good at, and we'll plug you in somewhere.
I love it. Scott, nice to have you on the show today.
Awesome.
Be sure to come back anytime else. You've got some great news about what's going on out there at Crawford Christian Academy.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Nice to have you. We'll be right back.